Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler Adventures. Today we're taking a ride to the Washington-On-The-Brazos State Historic Site. It's the place where we have the Freedom Hall. No, Independence Hall, that's what it's called. It's where March 2nd, 1836, Texans signed the Declaration of Independence. So it's called the Birthplace of Texas. It's called Independence Hall. That's a recreation of it. It's not the original hall. It's still nice to go and visit it. You can go inside and see the table where supposedly they sat. They don't have any records of who sat where or anything, though. So I wish they had that. There's always an interpreter on site, dressed in historical garb. The dude had an awesome hat. The rest of the park is just a lot of little trails that take you here and there through what used to be the town of Washington-On-The-Brazos. It used to be a very important town, situated right on the Brazos River. That made it a very strategic place for shipments and for the start of the new Texas nation that the Texans were building. None of the buildings are there anymore. Once the railroad started, it pretty much became a ghost town, and there's nothing left of it except some trails and a park. That's where the river used to be. It's pretty easy walking terrain. I'm fat. I didn't break out a sweat. It's cool hearing songbirds and seeing the flowers and all of that. It's a dried up lake. As you can see, time hasn't been nice to Washington-On-The-Brazos. And this is a cistern, all that's left of a hotel, which is pretty much the only thing left from the original Washington-On-The-Brazos. And here we have the Star of the Republic Museum. It's a museum shaped like a star that talks about Texas history. It's got some interesting exhibits to look at. As always, there's stuffed animals, artifacts. It goes through the very beginnings of Texas, from Native Americans to Age of Exploration, pioneers, colonial times, all that fun stuff. My favorite is this picture of the delegates that signed it. There's everyone. And there in the very back is my man, Juan Antonio Navarro. Jose Antonio Navarro. I always forget. Also, walking around, there's this mural that keeps extending all around in a circle. Whoever did that work was awesome. Right next to Washington-On-The-Brazos, we have the Barrington Plantation State Historic Site. It is the old home of Anson Jones, the third and final President of the Republic of Texas. You see his plantation. They try to restore as much as possible. There's this really cool cow. I love cows. It's just hanging out, grazing. But you can tour the house. You see the way 1800 Texans used to live with no AC. Anson Jones eventually considered himself a failure and killed himself. Poor guy. Not here though. But I'll let you guys watch the rest of the video and enjoy historic Barrington Plantation.